This is Gaming with the Master with part 21 of Fossil Fighters. Let's get to it. If you remember, last episode we went to the BB base and dug up and cleaned some fossils. Today we're going to go to Mount Lavaflow and dig up and clean some fossils. So, for the description from Mount Lavaflow, it says, "Who would have thought fossil digging in a red-hot volcano would be possible? Just stay clear of the lava pools." Then Beth says, "Off to Mount Lavaflow. I should warn you that there are a lot of earthquakes on Mount Lavaflow. Please be careful and have a nice trip." So if you remember from Fossil Fighters Part 17, there was a seminar that was introduced that we could take. I completed that seminar, and the thing that you got from the seminar is dark fossil rocks. What they are is they're really hard to find, and they either have a rare fossil, a gem, or a dropping fossil, and to clean them, you must use the hammer to break away the outer shell first. Because they have a black coating on the outside. That black coating must be broken by the hammer. The drill will not penetrate it. So we dug up a few fossils at Mount Lavaflow, and then there's this boulder in our path. And then Duna comes and says, "Is there something wrong?" Then, "Goodness, that's a very large boulder, and it's blocking your way. I see. I can help with that. Stand back." So then Duna pulls out something and zaps the rock with it. And then Duna says, "Okay, you may proceed now." So now we can continue digging in Mount Lavaflow. That boulder is the reason why I did not come here when it was first available, because that boulder is not able to be broken up until this point in the game. So all of the fossils we're digging up are so far fire types. There are 2 neutral types in Mount Lavaflow, and there are a lot of Vivosaurs here, but not all of them can be revived until you do something very special, which I will not tell you because it ruins the plot line. So there's another boulder right here blocking our path, but this one will not be broken up. So we'll have to continue moving on forward. So there's another land piece right there, but the lava's blocking our path, so we won't be able to get into it. So we're just going to go into this part of Mount Lavaflow. Then something also came up that something feels suspicious. Are you prepared for battle? So we're going to battle for this fossil right here. And they are using an S-Raptor, an Eno, and a Simo. They're all fire-type Vivosaurs, so with 3 water-type Vivosaurs, this battle should be a very easy battle. So we're going to use Corona Bite since the Fossil Fighter saved up FP, and Corona Bite does 90 damage. So Simo uses his team skill Scorch Breath, and it does 82, 42, and 38 damage. So then we're going to use Corona Bite again, and it does 97 damage. Then we're going to use Elasmo Tackle, and it does a critical 122 damage. So they swap out Eno for S-Raptor, and then S-Raptor uses S-Fury. So now we're going to use Corona Bite against S-Raptor, and it does 103 damage. And then we're going to use Elasmo Tackle, which should defeat S-Raptor, and it does. So then Eno uses Eno Fury, and does 47 damage. So we're going to use Corona Bite, and it should finish off Eno. And it does, so we beat the Fossil Fighter and got the Fossil Rock. So Shoney's LP increased by 2, along with Corona's. Elasmo's LP increased by 1, along with Spinax's and Ventnor's. So there's another boulder blocking our path. And then Duna comes up again. And then she agrees that she will destroy it. And now we're free to dig freely now. So there's the idle fragment right there that Dr. Diggins wants us to dig up. Or tacky idol, I should say, not idle fragment. So then Duna says, "Thank you, I will take the idol now." And then demands us to hand it over. Then Duna says, "This is not good. The heat from the lava has disrupted my holographic transformation technology." Then says, "Regrettably, I cannot allow humans that have seen my true form to escape." So Duna transformed into a dinosaur and will have to fight her. And Duna is using a Dynamaton, Duna, and Dynamaton. So apparently Duna can use herself in battle. So all of the Vivosaurs on Duna's team cannot actually be revived by cleaning their head. You have to do something special to get them. So Dynamaton swaps up for Duna and uses Steel Slash, which does 46 damage. Then we're going to use Corona Bite, and it does 76 damage. And then Dynamaton uses Death Ray, which is Dynamaton's team skill, and it does 69, 34, and 32 damage. So we're going to use Corona Bite, and it does 71 damage. Then we're going to use Elasmo Tackle, and it does 63 damage. So then Duna swaps out for Dynamaton and uses Lethal Waltz, which does 61 damage and confuses Shoni. Then Shoni uses Torpedo Attack against Dynamaton, and it does a critical 75 damage. Then we're going to use Elasmo Tackle against Duna, and it does a critical 84 damage. Then Duna uses a Lethal Waltz, which does 62 damage. So Shoni, being confused, swaps out for Corona, so we're going to use Corona Bite, which does 69 damage. And then Elasmo Tackle, which defeats Duna. So then Dynamaton uses Heartless Fury, which does 103 damage. And then the other Dynamaton uses Steel Slash. So we're going to use Corona Bite against one of the Dynamatons, and it does 77 damage. And then Dynamaton uses Scissor Swipe, and it does 75 damage. So we're going to use Corona Bite against Dynamaton, and it does 60 damage. And then we're going to use Corona Bite to hopefully defeat one of the Dynamatons. And it does. So then Dynamaton uses Heartless Fury, which does 106 damage. So we're going to use Elasmo Combo, and it defeats Dynamaton, so we beat Duna. And we got 10 battle points. So Shoni's LP increased by 16, Corona's LP increased by 15, Elasmo's LP increased by 13, Spinax's LP increased by 12, and Ventnor's LP increased by 13. So then Duna says, this is unacceptable. What? An earthquake? So then a boulder falls onto Duna. So we're going to have to clean the boulder because A, Duna is trapped, and B, we can't get out if the boulder's there. So we have to clean it, so you just basically hit the boulder a lot with your hammer and it's good. So now we cleaned the boulder enough, so Duna is free now. What I don't get is with the other two boulders, why couldn't we have done that previously? So then Duna says, why would you? After I tried to take the idol from you by force. You are so confusing. I do not understand mammals at all. Then another earthquake happens and Duna walks away. So then Rosie comes up and then says, I'm so glad you're safe. That was quite the earthquake. Hey, that's a tacky idol. You found it. Master, we should get that idol back to Grandpa's as soon as possible. So we're going to head back to the fighter area in Vivosaur Town. And when we get back, Beth comes up and says they have big trouble. Vivosaur Town has been taken over by the BB bandits. BB boss, or Bartholomew Bullwart, is using the Richmond building as his command center. What, Grandpa? Master, let's hurry to Grandpa's office. The BB bandits boss is trying to capture all the fossils on Vivosaur Island. You've got to do something about him, Master. But we will be going to the fossil center to clean these fossil rocks first. So we're going to start with cleaning this fossil, and I'll talk to you about it right after this. Finished cleaning those fossils, and the fossils we cleaned were Shuno's arms, Amargo's arms, and Sketchcan's body and leg. And if you remember, we revived Sketchcan at the BB base. But besides Sketchcan, we did not revive any Vivosaurs. So with that, we will conclude today's episode of Fossil Fighters Part 21. Join me next time for Fossil Fighters Part 22, where we try to take back over the Fossil Village.